Good evening and welcome to it. This is Chess and Wine and I'm AD Pila. Whew. Good to be back once again. Good to be having wine in my glass. And good to be giving you some interesting updates on what's happening in and around chess. This is Chess and Wine, so you know what's happening. So today's update is obviously on the Commonwealth Chess Championships, which I'm sure that you may have heard about or may not have heard about. This is the Commonwealth Chess Championships that's meant to be happening in Malaysia very soon, which was meant to be happening obviously in South Africa, but couldn't because of the political turmoil. It wasn't a very stable environment, so it couldn't come here. And obviously there's the Bojana Close that is taking place this Saturday, tomorrow. So now you know when I'm recording. So obviously going to share with you the current pairings on that. It's going to make you wish that you were Bojanalian playing for that 10,000 rand that they're playing for. The richest closed ever. I wish I could take time and calculate. Under 8, 12, under 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. An open section. That's like 10,000 plus 5,000 plus 5,000, right? Because it's like 10, so that's 20,000 per section. So it's 20, 40, 60, 80, 100,000, 120, 140, 160,000 rands in. This is huge. This is huge. Obviously, no argument. 160,000 rands in cash to be won, but to be given away, in fact, by the Bojana Chess Federation to their top players as a reward for their efforts that they've put in to make it to the top, to improve their chess and be where they are, who they are today, or where they're going to be on the 17th, 18th, 19th of February, that weekend, where they're going to be crowned the top 3 plus best female. Whew! That's a lot of money. But anyways, we'll come back to that. We'll look at the pairings. But now, another very, very interesting thing that I would hope that we get to all look into. So now I see that there is the Commonwealth Chess Championship. It would have been, obviously, now we see how much of a beautiful thing it would have been if it happened in South Africa. But obviously, we can't dispute that we had nothing to do with the politics that led to it not being here. But it is so expensive. It's super expensive to attend this thing. Now look at this. Listen to this. So obviously it's happening on, when is the date? We'll come back to the date quickly. But then obviously there's sections like from under 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 sections. And... Oh yeah, there's also the senior section. There's also the senior section that's going to be happening in this category. But then let's look at this. Look at the cost of attending. If you are not the number 1 player according to the Grand Prix of your age group, so number 1 age player in the under 8 according to the Grand Prix, obviously the points accumulated over the year, starting I think is it from the Grand Prix in South Africa, starting from last 30 September until now, until 2022 to 2023. September type of thing. So so at least for those people, they get to get free lodging, they say. That's just free accommodation for the duration of the event. But for everyone else, please calculate with me. There's an entry fee of 1,432 rands. That's the first big woo. That's $75. And for if you're an additional player, so this official player, the official player that we're talking about, the one that gets free lodging, must still pay 1,432 rands registration fee. And then obviously additional players as everyone else that decides, because it's an open event. That means regions can send any number of players that can afford to play, or any number of players that have sponsors to send them, right? Because it's open that way. But then now there's an additional player. The additional player will pay 2,865 rand. 2,865 rand just to take part in the Commonwealth. Why? No, honestly. Why would anybody pay 3,000 rands almost just for registration to play in the Commonwealth Championships? And I don't see anywhere here that if you come out of the top 3, then at least you get your title. I mean, people would be willing to pay for that title. I don't know, but hey. But anyway, let's just look at the costs before we look at what's there for you to win. Before we even consider that. I'm not even sure if it's on the document. So the registration fee. Aye, man. So there's a registration fee that includes airport transfer. So there's additional player fee of 2,865 rand, and there's registration fee of 2,101 rand. So now a player pays $150 and $110. So that's 2,865 rand plus 2,101 rand, which includes airport transfer, they say, right? That's like a levy they charge. So yeah, so that already it's about 4,900 rand. So that's 5,000 rands just now to register to play. Now the cost of transportation, of course, you would obviously have to look it up for yourself. I'm sure the return ticket from here to Malaysia would not cost you less than 15,000 rands. Obviously, that's just my assumption. So maybe now when you're buying it in time, you'll pay for my 8,000 rands, 9,000 rands, but it's up there, right? So now on top of that, there's the 5,000 rand. We see this all excludes the flight because you need to fly. Then there's accommodation. Look at the accommodation costs. The cost of accommodation is 1,900 rand per night accommodation for a single. So that's if you're sleeping alone, it's your $100. It'll be interesting again to look at how on the days. So it starts on the 19th of February and it ends on the 28th of February. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28 February. 10 days or more. So already now, if it's at 1,900 rand, 1,800 rand a day times 10, that is 18,000 rands on the accommodation alone. So now it's 5,000 rands for registration and plus. Okay, now this is crazy. So there's 5,000 rand for registration plus 18,000 rands for accommodation if you're going to take a single. But if you're going to take a sharing accommodation, let me see. Accommodation sharing is $80, which is 1,500 rand per night. Per person though. So 1,528 rand per night times 10, that's 15,000 rands on the accommodation now. So it's 15,000 rand for accommodation, which this is so silly, man. So because already you're on 20,000 rands if you're opting for double accommodation. 20,000 rands and 23,000 rands if you're aiming for a single accommodation. And then there's also a non-refundable fee of 900 rand per player, which is payable for the cost of a team manager. 21,000, 24,000 rands. The administration fee must be paid into the following bank account, that is Gauteng Provincial Chess, and so forth and so forth and so forth. So yeah. So now on top of the 20,000 rand, that means there must be now the other, say, about 10,000 rand of transport fee. That's the flight, right? So already that's about 30,000 rand for attending this event. Hey. And this event is not merit based. So it's just anyone with the money that chooses that will want to go. So yes, as I was saying, the team manager was Vicky Magoo, right? Vicky Magoo was sent with the kids. But again, and I speak candidly about it there, that most team managers are sent to look after the kids, but they go there for because the thing is, not every kid under 8, under 10, under 12, under 14, under 16, under 18 can always have their parent accompanying them. That's why they have a team manager to go with them, right? But most of the time, team managers go there for socializing. Team coaches, team managers, we understand, but I mean, obviously, there's always a difference between a team manager and a team coach. Because if it's a team coach obviously focuses on the technicalities, and team manager always has to look after the kids, always has to make sure that they're safe, they're there and all that. And obviously it's a responsibility that a coach as an adult can also take. But it's obviously the duty of the team manager. But when team managers go there because they want to now network, they want to go there and now they start focusing more on what they're there for than the kids' interests and so forth. So I had an issue when the kids now call me to complain that they are not... They are locked in a room Why? Because they finished eating lunch and they were immediately locked in a room because they didn't have an adult to look after them. And they're being locked in by their team manager, who is saying to them he has some important things to attend to. He'll come on open for them when it's time to what is this for dinner. He just goes, it disappears. So now they can't go and play with the other kids. They can't go and socialize and obviously have fun and enjoy the environment, the scenery, the place, the Sri Lanka of the day. And I'm talking about rural kids now. They are about 12. The difference, I think, at the time it was 2016, right? So Tiken at the time was maybe 8, 9 years. I don't remember exactly. Lindokuhle was probably 10, 11 years under 12. And this one was playing under 10. You see what I mean? So now they don't know what to do, but they're not happy. They know they're not happy. So they're calling me to let me know that, hey, they've been locked in the room every day after lunch and know that they're not even enjoying that being in that place. You see what I mean? So now that's what's happening. That's what the team manager, because not every parent can afford to say, all right, so there's 30,000 rand for you, my child, and there should be another 30,000 rand for me. Let's go. 60,000 rand. How many parents in SA can afford that? Honestly, look at the current economy. Now, even at that economy back then, even at that time, how many parents could afford to take 30,000 for my child and 30,000 rand for me? Let's go. Me accompanying you to play chess. Fortunately enough, obviously, there was, they said, oh yeah, it was the Peter family. So it was the Peters, they were the kids, the Peters, and the parent, the mother of the Peter, of the Peter family. I think it was Nicole Peter. And they said, yeah, she at least came and asked Vicky to let them out of the room because she can take care of them. And then she took them and then allowed them to play with her kids. And then they were able to move around and see the place after that and all that. But the team manager didn't care. For him, it was just, hey, you are a burden on my shoulders and I want to go have fun. That's why I'm wondering why every time there's events and there's a Vicky. But anyway, so yeah, no, I just wanted to... Wow. So that was that with that issue. And it's just crazy. So now I'm in again. It's a concern that is coming to you as a parent who's likely going to be sending your kids there. If you're sending your junior kids under 8, under 10 alone, hey, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I wouldn't recommend it. And I don't know. It's so crazy. So it's at least some parents that want to send their under 8 kids, they always also want to go as a family and accompany their children. But hey, yeah, no, I don't know. But for now, let me just quickly... all right, focus on now the Bojanala closed and the pairings. The team pairings, I'll quickly do the team pairings for the Bojanala closed. There's the under 8 section. The under 8 section is as follows. It's so funny, you look at the ratings of the players in this team and then think, hey, I wish I was playing the Bojanala one. Boom. All right. The under 8s, like I was saying, if you see, you look at the ratings of the players, like, if I was playing there, I would have been an obvious winner. So anyways, in the under 8s, there's, in Port 1, it is Porter Erasmus, the Hunter. It is rated 594. He's playing against Molefi Khotso. Who do you have your money on? And Port 2, it is... Khame Khosi Otepeng, rated 502, and he's playing against Refule Mabuchu. Let me just call it this way. Yeah. And in Port 3, it is Abir Tak, rated 544, playing against Riatlechile Kotso Koane, who is rated 500. And in Port 4, it is Ketumile Machine, or Ketumile Mactrine. Hey. Yeah. Then Ketumile is playing against rated 500 and he's playing against Ohune Pilane, who's rated 509. And but 5 it is Pelonomi Dipoko, rated 505, getting a bye. And it's an interesting thing. So now there's a player rated 668, but just because it's the top seed in this section, it doesn't play in the first stage. Privileges. It doesn't have to sweat in the first round. Because, I mean, everybody has to battle to try and face him on the second round, where the top 5 will move to to play against him. And in this section, the highest rated player, the top seed is Kruger, Thanos, or Thanos. The real Thanos Kruger. Thanos, the real Thanos Kruger. All right, so I guess I read the first one incorrectly. It is Erasmus the Hunter. Both. All right. We move on to the next section. Let's try and find under 10s. But since we're trying to find, okay, there's under 10s. Under 10s in Port 1, it is Lesedi Lamodimo. God's shining star. I don't know. God's star. Lesedi Lamodimo, but Bantseke, rated 860, and is playing against Riotepile Kotsokwane, rated 615. I was talking about the Northwest now. That's why you're hearing all the names. So now in Port 2, it is Buhlale Raputsoa. Hey, Northwest. Mahiking. Rated 778, and is playing against Andreas Johan Hugh, or Ho, rated 613. And then the next board, it is Kaylin Lionel Taperisu, rated 596, playing against Onalina Khame, who's rated 767. And next board, it is Chloe. Now, in fact, it is Boitabiso Maposo, rated 644, playing against Baba. Is it Baba? Babazo Rakubutu, who's rated 579. And about 9, it is Chloe Sprangy. Hey, Sprangy, read it for yourself. Look at it. Rated 573, playing against Luando the Jagger, who's rated 626. And then board 11, the next board actually is 2, 4, 6, 7 in board, 7 of this section. It is Hesminia Smith, who's rated 506, getting a bye. And the top seed of this section is Nkazimulo Nkabinda. I still remember this name from the 10 out of 10 perfect win in Botswana. God. I still remember the name. All right. Under 12s, board 1 is Danica Naidu, rated 1256, playing against Uriratile Munari, playing 734. No, rated 734. And in second board, it is Lien Man, rated 712, playing against Lowen Simpson 2.0 Man, rated 1082, a family affair. Or is it just similar surnames? We don't know. Hey, if it doesn't end in a draw, then it was a battle. Then they are not related. All right. And then for 3, it is Nielo Motau, rated 948, playing against Chokwe Langa, rated 670. And in board 4, it is Kwezi Machine, or Machine, related to the previous machine, Machine. Oh, Machine, I don't know, Machine or Machine, rated 658. I was playing against Alvarin Changara, rated 946. About 5, we have Alvis Tafadzwa Changara. Ooh, all right. See, families, a lot of the players related, families bringing all their kids to chess. Chess is a very good way to keep, for babysitting for parents. We want to, especially with the under 8s and the 10s, and you want to keep your kids busy for the whole day. Honestly, right? Like, you just take them to a chess tournament, then you just spend the whole day with friends, with chess, with preoccupied and not even, and you can, I don't know, sit at the corner, drink wine, read a book, or whatever. Oh, play chess if you're a chess player yourself. So and then that is Changara Alves, who is rated 946, playing against Cyril Pretorius, who's rated 653. And then port 6, it is Omokhulu Siko, rated 652, playing against Orateng Mohatsu, right? Mohatusi, rated 874. And in port 7, it is Khofaune Mohomotsi, rated 840, playing against Pitlelo Dipoko, rated 651. Then in board 8, we've got Maemo Pilane, rated 607, playing against Bernard Terblanche, rated 823. Terblanche, you got a fighter in you, huh? And then it's board 9, and it's Jason Locherenberg, rated 783, playing against Koketso Zwane, rated 518. Then the top seed of the section, it is Ranfir Tak, rated 1497. Snap. No one even comes close. I understand why they had to put you aside and say, hey, you got to play up to play this one. All right. And then in the under 14s, we see first board, it is the Johan the Rectifier Terblanche. Another brother to the previous other player. You see, families. Smart, yay. And then obviously Johan is rated 1057 and is playing against Blessing Chekle, I believe. Chekle is rated 1218. And in the next board, that is board 2, it is Klochi Di Colomela, rated 1210, playing against J. Lincoln Nell, rated 1017. J. Lincoln Nell. Then we've got on another Monare. Oratilwe Monare, rated 896, playing against Rimolebuchetsi Mohatle, who's rated 1178. Then we've got Justin Ross playing against, rated 1160, who's playing against Ditebuho Monamata. Then again in board 5, we've got Luan Di Jaga, rated 698. And he's playing against Johannes Cornell Bother. That is another Bother. We counting. We see the families. All right. Then there's Chad Watt, rated 1136, versus Mali Opperman, rated 691. And then in board 7, it's Precious Stone Raputsua. Precious Stone Raputsua, right? Rated 645, and is playing against, she's playing against Rowan Chrobla, rated 1120. Then again in board 8, we've got Adiel Changara, another Changara. Rated 1067, playing against Ohune Sikhalo, rated 635. And then the top seed of the section, it is Zoe Mungal with a rating of 1306. I know the Mungals are not, I also have family. Because I know of another Mungal in another section. We are now moving on to the under 16s, right? We're together here. Let's move on to now the under 16s. That's it. All right. Now, in the under 16s, you see, I just said, and for one, in under 16, it is Ethan Mungal. I told you about the Mungals. We've got the Mungals here. So Ethan Mungal is about 1 and is rated 1621. What a rating for under 16s. Wow. And he's playing against Oacheng Dikane, who's rated 1180. Then we've got the next board, it is JJ Pedersen, 1134 rated. We're playing against Arena Candidate Master Aubakwe Diale, rated 1463. My God. And then again, we've got Eugene Bohame, who's rated 1451. Facing a J. Loven. What are the J's for? J. Loven Nell, rated 1099. And then we have Changaras. Yo. They must have a family club's chess championship. Family club teams. Like I think even in the super leagues, they must allow families to form teams if they can, if they want to, with something that the journalists planning on doing. So yeah, if it happens, yeah, you should also allow that. And then we have, so yeah, like I said, Adrian Tafara Changara, 1033, is playing against Leroux Baileyfed, rated 1423. Then the next board is Zandre Mayberg, rated 1351, playing against Peter Mosted, rated 984. Then we have Tando Ramaboa. Tano Ramaboa rated 951 is playing against Huabaone. Kumo, I should have just said Kumo Dikobe. Kumo Dikobe is rated 1280. And then the next player is that Arena Candidate Master Lemohang Letupu, rated 1264, playing against Loazin Kabinde. And then we've got Bokamoso Mosite with the rating of 838, getting a bye. And the top seed in this section with a rating of 1865 under 16. It is Raphael, the Little Anand Felix. Raphael Felix is also known as the Little Anand in this part. Let me fix my light. I should have done this long ago. Snap. How? Look at how good it looks now. These lights, they're running out of power. They need support. They need to be assisted. So now we're down with about 16. We'll see Raphael Anand. There's the top seed there. Now we're on the under 18s. Let's look at the under 18s. In board one of the under 18s, it is Sira Khalaletsang Sera. Rated 1117 is playing against Chisomo Boshomer, who's rated 1724. Why isn't she the top seed in this section? That's the under 18s. We'll see who's the top seed. So rated 1724. Great. Goodness. All right. And then the next board, it is Lebohang Defort. So rated 1600. Playing against Omolimo Mholo, rated 994. Yeah, not a rating difference. It's painful. And then now on board, in the name board 3, it is Olaotsi Ipiling Lehabe, rated 943, and is playing against Olerato Masike, rated 1533. And then we've got Primarion the Undertaker. Is that a wrestler? Chess wrestler. Or he just really takes you under. So that's the Undertaker Goliath, the Primarion Goliath, who's also known as the Undertaker, rated 1481, is playing against Matthew Retief, who is rated 937. The next board is Conrad Fester, like a window, Fester. Conrad Fester, rated 775, is playing against Gideon Mostert. Mostert, I think it's the second time I see Mostert. That's another family. Bojanala is a family affair. All right, and the top seed of the section. Now it makes sense. Because I was wondering why a whole 1700 was not a top seed here. The top seed is Michael, the Patter Slasher Simpson. Did I not mention that he's a feeder master? Yeah, it's feeder master Michael Simpson, the top seed, and he's waiting on the sidelines for those who want to play against him in the second division to qualify for it. To qualify to face him in the second stage. He's the feeder master, for crying out loud, and his rating is 2159. All right, and then now we move on to the under 20s. The under 20s of this section again. Now we'll see the top. It's so funny. The top seed in that section is lower rated, is higher rated. The top seed in the under 18 is higher rated than the top seed in the under 20s. But I'm not laughing. But anyway, first board, it is the Tebuho Mofo King, rated 1038, playing against Rowan Gouda, like Gouda cheese. I don't know, like Gouda. But anyways, we'll find out soon. I'll be with it. Like if he qualifies for the next check section, then let me know what his name is. And his rating is 1658. Next is next board. It is Mackenzie September. Family affair. The daughter of the president of Bojanala. See, somewhere you'll find the connections. Rated 1382. And as she's playing against Tato Sedumedi, who's rated 1006. Now on the third board, it is Nathaniel Nyoni, rated 912. Anyway, I have to put pressure on Mackenzie to represent the family. You are from the first family of Bojanala, Mackenzie. Remember that. the first family of Bojanala. So now Nathaniel Nyoni, rated 912, is playing against Mateo Petlele, whose rating is 1370. And then we've got Oratile Rampo on port 4 with a rating of 1187, playing against Rio Olebugile Di Colomela, whose rating is 830. Then this is the unpaired player, the highest rated in the section, and that is Tatejo, the pride of Bojanala, Lefieri. Isn't the president of Northwest Lefieri? You see? Lefieri Carroll, we know you. Yeah, and there it is. I look forward to seeing who wins this. All right, so now they got to qualify to play. You see the child of the president, first family, representing the first family of the Northwest. Okay, so crazy. All right, and now in the open section, now the final, the cream. Snap, the video is already too long. Snap, all right. Okay, board 1, we have Karabo, the card shark. I wonder what that means. Karabo, the card shark. Right? Karabo, the card shark, Tike. Arena FIDE Master. I think he's right now an Arena International Master. His rating is 1906. Playing against Obakeng Lesiane. That's in port 1. In port 2, here is Shafafatso Di Foto. Rated 1548, playing against Tabang, the FM Crusher, Mamoniane, whose rating is only 1833. Which FM did he crush? We want to find out. I'll find out. And then the third board is Lucky Mojalifa Motsuane, 1672, playing against Johan Human. What is the name? Johan Human, rated 1414. And then in the fourth board, it is Lechila David Monare. Oh, I told you, the families. Rated 1186, playing against Karabo Tsitsi, whose rating is 1657. And then we have Homoli Momoloyi, 1165, getting a bye in the section. And the highest rated player of the section is Banele, the one true FM Mango. The FIDE Master Banele Mango rating of 2306. Now you know who they're playing up to. Everybody's gonna play up to somewhere, right? So obviously the next round, the next division or the next stage of this event is gonna be a round robin with 6 players per section. It's gonna be so interesting. I'm gonna be there looking at the players, commentating on their games, and obviously interviewing them for your interest, for your benefit afterwards, and see which one of them manages to beat your favorite. Because I'm sure you've got favorites. Ooh! Which one of them manages to beat your favorite? We'll talk about that when we come back to this next time. So just think about it. It's the Commonwealth Challenge Championship that you need to think about. Send your player only, your kid, only if you know they're going to come back with the title. Or don't. Or if you know you've got a sponsor. Because these things deserve to have sponsors. Or maybe let's give it to the new elected Chesa commitment. Our Chesa whatever structure. Then they'll take care of it. Then we'll talk about it. That's where it is. Ha! Hey, because they promised us that most of these events were going to be free events. No payments. We'll see if it's possible. This was our chance to see if it was going to be possible. But anyway, yeah. Anyway, whatever it is that's holding them is holding them. We should talk about that as well soon. But let me close this one because tomorrow we have another one. We're reporting on the results. Love and leave you now. Good evening. Share, like, subscribe. I mean, if you don't share these videos, people are not going to love chairs. And you see, since I've got so many selections, under 8s, under 10s, under 12s, I'm going to start speaking to juniors in this in chess and wine. Do juniors not speak to adults drinking wine in restaurants? Because they serve wine in restaurants. And again, we're drinking wine only, and wine is available in the supermarket. Go to your big supermarkets, you'll see that there's wine in the store where you're section for food and so forth. But there's no other beverages like your strong liquor, but you can still find wine. So that means wine is fine. Wine is fine. And I'm fine like wine. But anyways, since I drink wine, what else can I be? We'll talk. Bye.